Hey everyone, today we're diving into the best Appian practices that can reduce your production issues by up to 95%. Imagine tackling fewer issues and focusing more on innovation. That's exactly what these tips can help you achieve. So, let's get started with the basics. By the way, if you haven't seen my video on how to import millions of records into Appian, check it out here. It's a must watch for data handling in Appian. First up, naming your process models. Always add an application prefix when creating a new model. This prefix is like a shortcut, making it super easy to filter through instances, especially when you have multiple applications running. Think of it as tagging your process models so you can find them faster. Now, let's talk security. Right after naming, Appian prompts you to set process model security. Here's a golden rule. Always use groups, not individual users, for process model security settings. By setting common security for all models, you simplify access management and reduce security related issues. Plus, it's one less thing to worry about with deployments. Groups scale better across environments. For those of you using user based security, consider switching to groups for a smoother process. And if you've already done this, give this video a like. Once security is handled, focus on dynamically naming your process instances. This allows you to pinpoint each instance easily, especially useful when troubleshooting specific requests. I recommend creating a standard expression rule for this, like the one shown on the screen, to maintain consistency and clarity. Next, let's discuss data management. Here's the key. Store all user input data in a database. This way, you can set non-user input process models to auto-delete after 3 days and user input task process models to archive after 3 days. This is a small tweak with a big impact. It saves precious server space without affecting essential data. Alerts are crucial. Always use environment-specific admin groups when setting alerts. This way, if an error occurs, only the right team members are notified without flooding everyone's inbox. And as a best practice, limit recipients for specific alerts to ensure they're going to the right eyes. Do you have alerts set up this way, or is this a new tip? Let me know in the comments. One major rule: never use individual users for security, alerts, or node assignments in a process model. Relying on individual users can cause errors when deploying to other environments. Groups are far easier to manage and ensure smooth transitions across environments. Once these basics are complete, remember to publish your process model to save changes. Appian recommends keeping things lean with no more than 50 process variables and 30 smart service nodes per model. If you find yourself needing more, it's likely a sign to create a sub-process for repeated operations, which can streamline the entire workflow. Process start forms can be a game changer. Whenever possible, create a start form that doesn't create a process instance until it's submitted. This small choice makes a huge difference in server performance and speeds up response time for your users. Now, on to chaining. Avoid unnecessary chaining of nodes. Overusing chaining forces Appian to execute all chained nodes on the same engine, preventing load balancing and slowing down performance. Use it strategically for faster, smoother operations. MNI is powerful, but it's often overused, which can drag down server performance. Here's a real-world example. If you're auditing multiple clients, avoid using MNI to create an audit record for each client in a single node. Instead, use a process variable for multiple audits and populate it through looping functions before writing to the audit table. This approach reduces load and keeps things running smoothly. Always include at least one terminate node in every process. It's like an emergency exit for any open instance nodes that might otherwise escape testing. This one step can save you from a lot of headaches later on. Another quick fix: avoid adding multiple gateways one after another. It can pause processes unexpectedly. Instead, use a script task to merge paths before adding another gateway, as you can see on the screen. And lastly, let's talk about node assignment. Set nodes to run as the process designer, except in cases where the logged in user needs to trigger actions, like with specific integrations. This keeps processes secure and ensures they run efficiently across users. Here's a fun challenge for you all. What are the different ways to update a process variable of one process model from another? Drop your answers in the comments, and I'll highlight the best ones in my next video. To recap, following these best practices, from standardized naming to group-based security, dynamic data management, and efficient node use, will drastically reduce production issues and boost performance. Try these out and let me know if you see an improvement. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more tips on mastering Appian. And let me know in the comments what other process model best practices have worked for you.